Yes, the facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. No, it doesn't. And they say if the truth hurts, then just say ouch. I've also heard it say if you can't say amen, then just say ouch. And sometimes you want to know what the truth is, so you go to that one person. Everybody should have at least one person in their circle who's willing to tell you the truth, the unadulterated truth. And then when they do, you get your feelings hurt. You get butt hurt about it. Well, if the answers are a little bit frightening to you, then maybe you should not ask such scary questions because the facts, they stand alone. And you can tell a lie 1,000 different ways. It just keeps changing every time. Every time the lie gets more fantastical, it gets more elaborate. But the truth, it just keeps sounding the same. That's why I believe that facts don't care about your feelings. It is what it is. And sometimes you have to be that one person that's in the circle. Are you that person, cousin? Are you the person that people come to sometimes when they need someone to tell them the truth? And then when you do, they're looking at you sideways. They're looking at you with the stink eye, giving you the gas face because they came to you, wanted the truth, and you gave it to them. So the big question is, which one hurts more? Does the truth hurt, or will a lie hurt you even more than the truth ever could? Which one hurts more, the truth or a lie? Come on, cousins, and let's pod about it.
In a world fraught with confusion, one man will break his silence.
I am about to date myself right here as I mention a TV show called Dragnet with Detective Friday. You remember what he used to say? Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Yes, you are tuned in to the funkiest show this side of the Pecos. Word to the wise with the exclamation point. And who, me? Yeah, I'm just your tour guide and your liaison for this journey that we call life. And I always say that in this life, man, you got to live your truth. You got to face the facts. And I would rather tell you the truth so you decide how to feel about it than to lie to you and make you happy. Whoa! Wait a minute. I got to give a shout out to Pops and Fat Mama. Pops used to tell me that all the time. Boy, I'd rather tell you the truth so you decide how to feel about it than to lie to you and just make you happy. Yes, that is what we're talking about here today, that the facts don't care about your feelings, but boy, feelings do matter, right? Sometimes we can't even hear the truth. We can't hear it because we have this preconceived notion of what the truth already is. So when people present facts to us, we have a tendency to say, well, that's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is the truth, but we don't want to face it. So when you face the facts, it's hard. Oh man, especially when you are the one that is getting told the truth. It's easy sometimes to tell other people the truth. Is that you? Do you tell the truth easily? Does a lie come off the tip of your tongue quicker than anything else? Some people will lie about things Well, the truth would have did just as good. Had you told the truth, it would have been fine. But now the lie left me a little bit curious, and the details just didn't line up. So I got some follow-up questions, and then you have to lie and lie again when you could have just told that truth in the first place. But people do that sometimes. We withhold the facts. We withhold the truth. I think that is a lot of us. I'm going to raise my hand, cousin, and I'm going to say that is me sometimes. Sometimes I just don't want to hurt people's feelings because it's been said that people who are brutally honest, I mean, tell you the truth every single time, sometimes people don't want to hear that. Tell you the truth every single time. I have found that people who are brutally honest are sometimes mean spirited. They love to see your feelings get hurt. They love it. Ah, yeah, you didn't like that, did you? You didn't like that truth. Well, yeah, it hurts, doesn't? Well, that is mean spiritedness. I'm sorry if that's not a word, mean spiritedness. That's a lot of syllables for a Wednesday afternoon. But I believe that they are brutally honest people out there, yes. And then those are people who are habitual liars. They can't tell the truth to save their soul. We see a lot of it, especially in today's arena and social media and all the different platforms that we watch and on television. We have people who will lie every single word and then will go back and lie about the lie and lie and say, I didn't tell that lie. Boy, don't you know that the internet doesn't forget? The internet is forever. You said it. We heard it. Now you don't want us to believe our ears. Sometimes people even caught on tape, caught on video. They were caught, you saw it, and then they came back and said, nah, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. It must have been somebody else. No, look you right in the face. That was you. And what about those other people that after they get caught and they have to apologize on the internet? Do you believe these apologies? I mean, are they heartfelt? Do they have any empathy, any sympathy, or apathy? Do they have any of those components, or are they not really sad about the fact that they have to apologize? No, they're sad that they got caught, and that's the part that spawned that apology. But if that apology isn't heartfelt, I'm telling you, the world sees through it like a windshield. We can tell what the true feelings and what your true intentions were. So when people start telling you the facts that maybe your apology was not genuine, then hey, facts don't care about your feelings. And I know that's a jagged little pill to have to swallow. Oh my goodness, I have been on both sides of that. I have been the truth teller and I've been the one that got told the truth. And sometimes you don't want to hear it, but you need to. If you're ever going to have any growth, the biggest component of being able to grow is a self-evaluation, and even better, having a friend to say, you know what, you were wrong that time. And I do believe it is not really a bad person. There are bad people in the world. And yes, there are some people who try to be good. But tell me if you agree with me. Drop it in the comments section right here and give me a like and a subscribe if you would. Tell me this. Is there a little bit of good in bad guys? Huh? And what about those so-called good guys? I want to be a good guy. I try my best to be one, but I know it's a little bit of bad in me as well. So if there's some bad inside of the good guy, and every bad guy, the bad guys love their mama too. Yeah, just like in the movie, I love that 310 and Yuma. Yeah, he said, don't be talking about a bad guy's mama because bad guys love their mamas too. There is still a little bit of good inside of them. So when you expose them with the facts, you can see that one side or the other come out. The truth comes to the top. The cream rises. And it always has been said that, you know what, everything that is done in the dark, it will come to the light. And sometimes that light will expose you and it's blinding. What about those who live in the light? I'm not talking about the light of God or the truth and the honesty of trying to be a God fearing, forthright person. I'm talking about the spotlight, where the light is always on you. Actors, entertainers, athletes, politicians, spotlight, cameras, paparazzi, entourage, all these things, and every single word you ever say, it seems to be recorded. You don't have any privacy because you are a public figure. That's the trade-off. I would love to hear from someone who's living in that environment. How is it? Is it difficult to have to weigh every single word you say? Because it's almost like you don't have the luxury of being human when you are put on display. You're put up on that pedestal and people want to believe in you. Some people call you a visionary, an icon, and some people even want to praise you as their deity. Ooh, what you say? They're out there who would take a person who is a public figure, a rich person, someone who is a billionaire, and make that person their deity. Make them their God. You're my savior. I've seen so many memes of people praising politicians. Don't you know that's just a dude with a job? Don't you know that that's just a woman who actually just got the position? And it could be somebody else next. Why are you putting all of your trust and your love and your admiration into man? Man will disappoint you. Man will let you down. Yes, he will. But I want to say that we all try our best, don't we? Don't we try our best to be our best? And here on Word to the Wise, I want you to know, cousins, that it's okay to fail, but you got to admit your mistakes. Just admit it and make it heartfelt, make it real, make it genuine. It is so many people, boy, you'll never get an apology out of them. Never. Not once will you ever get an apology out of them. It will always be somebody else's fault. Somebody else should have did X, Y, and Z. If they had done that, I wouldn't done A, B, and C. Yeah, you looking at me, won't you go look at somebody else? That's the apology? Yes, some people don't have an apologetic bone in their body. Why? Why? Because accountability. They shirk it off. It's better to put blame on somebody else. Well, I'm going to tell you that even though you feel that way, facts don't care about your feelings. The fact is the fact. And if you are a person who struggles with giving an apology, why? Answer me that question. Why do you struggle so much in saying, I was wrong, I made a mistake, I will do better, I will try harder next time, and I see the error of my ways, please forgive me? They can't do it. They can't do it. Let me spin it on his ear a little bit. Can I do that, cousin? Can I play devil's advocate for just 1 second and I take that and I just turn it around on the other side? I want to speak to the people who can't accept an apology ever. If you do me wrong, no apology will be accepted. None. Yeah, I'm going to remember you. Yes, if you forget about me, I'm going to remember you. Forget about me if you will. Do me wrong, do me dirty. Just forget about me. I will remember you, and I will remember forever. And they'll be waiting. They'll be waiting to be able to spring that little piece of information out at the right time. And they'll carry it for years. Oh, I can't wait to let you know I never accepted your apology. I can't wait. But where did they carry and harbor that moment to spring out with this, I got you? They kept it in their heart. That's where they kept it. You walked around with that anger and animosity eating at you, and it's like a virus. It took the love that you could have gave, and it turned it black and poisonous and murky. and you walked around with it just so you can have one of them I got you moments. That's a sad state of existence if that is you. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. There's the opposite side of both, those who will never apologize and those who hate apologies and they don't accept them. And they will yes you to death. Oh, yeah, right, yeah, okay. You sorry about it? Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. No, we cool. Yeah, we cool. I'm all right. You good? Are you good? Because I'm good. I don't know what you are, but I'm going to be all right. Just wait till that one day. Yes, that's the existence. What about all the love that they could have had in the meantime? Put that by the wayside. I have a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of people in my line of work. In my line of work, I love to be able to teach and to pour into people. And I've had the opportunity to sit down, especially with young, old, it didn't matter the age, male, female, didn't matter the gender or whatever their sexual preference may be. I've had to sit down and just ask them some open-ended questions. The questions that's going to spawn a answer other than a yes or a no. And I asked him, why do you think you are the way that you are? What contributed to that? Now, some may say it was upbringing, just the way that my mom was. That's why I am the way I am. Okay, you're grown now, and you are probably a mom of your own. You have your own children. You're a mom yourself. How long you gonna blame mama? Some people may say, oh, it was my environment. Man, my neighborhood, nobody does good over there. In my neighborhood, really, not one person is doing good. There's good people in bad neighborhoods, and there's bad people over there in them good fancy neighborhoods. Don't be fooled by them wrought iron fence and that manicured lawn. Yeah, there's a lot of evil that go on behind those doors. So is it really your environment? Take you out of that environment? Do you take you with you? Do you become the same thing wherever you go? Then if you are bringing the environment with you, then it's no longer the environment's fault. I used to do door-to-door sales. And you see a lot of nice front doors when you're knocking on doors, right? And there's some of them that, you can tell there's trouble going on behind that door, behind that doorknob. Once knocked on a guy's door and he threatened to clobber me. Clobber. He said, get out of here. You're going to get clobbered. I'm like, I don't think I know what that means. What does it mean, get clobbered? He said, well, believe me, you don't want it. And I looked up and he had a swastika above his door. I shouldn't have knocked on the door in the first place, but I did. And he said what he said, and I just walked away. People are getting a real short fuse nowadays. That was back in the day. But nowadays, I've seen stories of people who shot at Uber drivers trying to deliver some food, and shot at delivery drivers and Amazon drivers trying to deliver packages in the neighborhood, knocked on the wrong door. And you heard the story about the young man who went to go pick up one of his siblings in an unfamiliar neighborhood and knocked on the wrong door, and they gunned him down. Yes. That's the stuff that can happen to a door-to-door salesman when you got to knock 100 doors a day and you got to get 99 no's. Doors slam right in your face, 99 no's, and just to hope you can get that one yes, that two yes. Because if I can get 4 or 5 sales in one day, I am crushing it. But you meet all kind of people. This time that I knocked on a woman's door, and that was a beautiful home. I mean, sprawling front lawn with fountains out there. There's a Italian marble, and the front foyer, just the entranceway to the front door was beautiful with a little bistro table for 2 over there, and they had these decorative sculpted threshold around the door that was made of marble, looked like it was hand chiseled and everything. And so I knocked on the door, door knocker. Ting, ting, ting. Well, you don't even have to hit your wood, your knuckles on the wood. So I hit that, rang the doorbell. Woman came to the door, talked to me, and she looked like she wanted to buy. She just didn't have the authority. She said, I can't. I would love to have it. I would especially love to have your service over there in my backyard, but I can't. I got to ask my husband. I said, well, you can do it and just let him know. I'm trying to get a sale. I am a salesman. That's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to get a sale. But I said, you can do it. You have an opinion. And the woman cried. Off I said, you have an opinion. Tears coming down her face. I'm like, man, what's wrong? She's like, I'm not allowed to leave this house. I can't leave. I'm like, what do you mean? You can't walk out there to that street and keep walking? No. She said, I can go in the backyard, but not in the front. I'm like, that makes no sense to me. And it kind of angered me. I'm like, do you need rescuing? She said, no, I volunteer. I'm here. That's my husband. And I have to do everything. It was their culture. I got to do everything that he says. And I looked around and boy, I regret what I said. Because see, I was going on and on giving these compliments about the dwelling, right? And she is standing there and can't even appreciate it. And I said, wow, this sure is a pretty little prison you live in. Why did I say that? Why? But boy, the facts didn't care about her feelings. It was the facts. She was living in a gorgeous concentration camp, a pretty little prison. And she couldn't enjoy it, didn't want to be there, but she had to. And slowly, that was the slowest. What I think I would rather have the door slammed in my face than just have it. Tear coming down her face. I don't know why I said that, and I repent. Because it was just me, and a part of me being my selfishness. I wasn't going to get the sale. You got to understand. I'm trying to feed my family. It's hot out there, 100 degrees, and I'm talking about knocking on doors, thirsty, with a bottle of water right there in my pocket. Still wouldn't take a drink because I was grinding. I was a go-getter, and I didn't take her feelings into consideration. How many times have you seen that where people spoke and just ran their mouth off and it just hurt somebody's feeling and crushed them? Words can beat you down. But that's the truth. What about a lie? I know facts don't care about your feelings. How does a lie feel about how you feel about it? People have been lied to, lied on. Is that you, cousin? Has that ever happened to you? You know, because we got to figure out who it is that we are and how can we be able to withstand these fiery arrows, you know, because the truth hurts sometimes. And it hurts to the point where, man, we really, really just rather someone just smooth it out. Give me the sugar-coated version. Can you water it down a little bit? I know what I did, and I know what's wrong. But when they got you, boy, they got you. And they just want to turn them screws on you. That, my friend, that is not of God, and that is not being kind. That is somebody who enjoys it. That's that brutalness that I've talked about, that brutal honesty to where you just love hurting people's feelings. Yeah, you know the facts don't care about their feelings, so you run around spurting facts because you love hurting feelings. That is a different type of character. That is not somebody who has a good intention. No, that's a dirty rascal. I mean, somebody needs to take that person off and tell them the truth about themselves. Yeah, they love dishing it. But how are you at taking it? Can you take the truth? Can you handle the truth? If you can, man, then you are in a good position in life. Yes, hear a word to the wise. You are in a good position in life. And you got to keep checking this out. You got to keep checking out all of my channels. And listen, tell a friend, like and subscribe. Anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find Word to the Wise. All you got to do is just type in Terry Patrick Podcast in any search engine, and it will come up. And if you would like to be able to check out my previous episode, Who Are You? The Secret Society of You, of One. Who are you? It's about taking an inventory of yourselves. It's about the up and up. Talking about telling the truth. Can you tell it to yourself? I mean, you can lie to everybody else, but don't lie to yourself, cousin. Don't lie to you. And yeah, in the dark of the night, or in the glaring, blazing daylight, or up under that hot spotlight, tell yourself the truth. And when you do, hey, the good news is the truth will set you free, brother. Yes, it will. It will set you free. And I appreciate each and every last one of you guys for coming over here on every single Wednesday and hanging out with me just for a quick second. I know the time goes by really quick, but I got to tell you, yeah, I really believe in you guys. So what I want you to do, know that it's a jungle out there. But I'm swinging like Tarzan. That's what I'm doing. Yes, it's a jungle out there. And I got your back like vertebrae. If you feel like you ain't got nobody, you got Cousin Terry. Yes, you do. And I am here for you. And as always, imparting love, peace, and hot catfish grease. See you guys next Wednesday.
I hope you like the podcast and you really like the podcast.
Come on, be serious.
And you really like my podcast. Like and subscribe.